we as young men were always surprised when someone actually liked us.
I agree.
Like, oh, this woman actually wants to be with me. My
Almost to the point you wouldn't
minimal.
recognize it.
yeah, you don't recognize because you're not trying to woo. You're not trying to make her laugh. You're not trying to do anything, and yet she still is laughing and wants to hang around and shows
like,
up at
why
your door.
Are you here?
I mean, I had a girl show up at my door and like, hey, and she wanted to hang out, and I was like, well, I thought she was with this other guy. I'm like, well, he's not here right now. I guess you can hang out with me until he gets back. And she was there for me, and I had no idea.
I ever tell you the time I was working security, and we'd walk girls home, and we'd have regulars, and the gal wanted to know if I'd help her drive to La Crosse. I ever tell you that story?
No.
Oh God, you want to talk about dumber than fuck? Regular, a lot of the nurses they get off at like midnight or 1, and you knew that the shift came off at 1, so a lot of guys, you just go by the medical complex, about 12:45, because there'd be 3 or 4 gals, and you'd have your regulars, so this was a regular. I think she was 25, and our schedules matched all the time that I was the guy that regularly walked her home. So I knew I don't know, Amy, Bobby, whatever her name was. And so it was upcoming on Memorial Day weekend. And she's walking and we're talking. She says, well, I have bad news. I'm like, what's that? She's like, well, I graduated and now I got a job in wherever, Texas, just she was going away. And this is my last night being walked. I'm like, oh, that's too bad. Well, we're going to miss you and this and that. It has been fun and wish you the best. And she says, well, do you have any plans for Memorial Day weekend? I said, well, I picked up extra shifts because we get, holiday pay on Memorial Day. And then if you can get up to 40 hours, you get 2.25 time because it's overtime and you're getting holiday pay. So I picked up some extra shifts then. I said, what do you got doing? She's like, oh, I'm going to go down to La Crosse. I'm like, oh, good. What's down? Oh, my family's there. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And so we're walking and talking. She says, do you want to come down to La Crosse with me? And I'm like, well, no, I got to work. And I'm like, why? She's like, well, I could use someone to help drive, because it is a long drive. I'm like, oh, no, I got extra shifts to do over there because of Memorial Day. And if you get overtime and it's with the holiday pay, you get 2.25. And for years, I'm like, La Crosse isn't that far away. It's only 3.5 hours. Boy, she may not be a good driver. And then I think literally when I was 35, wait a
minute.
Hey, hang on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's happened to me too. Nothing like that, but remember Morp, the prom backwards?
No.
Where the girls had to ask the guys out.
Oh,
to
God,
Morp?
that Sadie Hawkins, that never happened. That's like women majoring in engineering. That's not going to happen.
And so I'm sitting in class or whatever, and this girl is like, I was always helping her with, because I'm smart, I was always helping her with math and stuff. And she's like, hey, DT, has anybody asked you to Morp? And I'm like, I said something in response. I don't know if it was a not yet or I don't think so, or it was something that basically discouraged her from the follow-up, well, do you want to go with me?
Right.
And I was an idiot. I was like, what a moron. I looked back and it's like, she was going to ask me out right there. And I said something dumb in response. So girls, I mean, there is a bit of, we're all clunky and I don't know what the right word is for it. Clunky is probably the best word, where we like somebody, we want to ask them out, and it is a two-way street, and it's almost like this secret language or something. And unfortunately, that's the way that it is. And I think what you're saying is that the older you get, you're just more direct.